fuel pressure sensor input low was the cause of hard startup, long engine cranking, engine stalling, and set DTC. How to rectify the fault of engine hard starting? Okay, now find out and measure the value of the input and output circuit. Disconnected fuel pressure sensor connector. This connector goes to ECM engine control module. Look at the connector. It has 3 female terminal. One is 5-volt reference, ignition on, disconnected connector. Now we will proceed to the second terminal, second male terminal. Second is 5-volt signal, also ignition on. Now we go to the next. Third is ground, also ignition on. This terminal goes to the ECM control module. If you are proving a first terminal is obtained a 5 volts reference with ignition on. Now we proceed to the next terminal, the second terminal. It should obtain a 5 volt signal with ignition on. If you obtain a 5 volts signal, there is no problem on the ECM module. The next is the third terminal. Third terminal is a ground and obtain a 12.6 volts with ignition on. And as I had said, if the 12.6 volt was obtained with ignition on, there is no problem on the ECM module. If the voltage doesn't obtain, there is a problem on the ECM. Now proceed to the next step, is reconnected the fuel rail pressure sensor connector. Now reconnected the fuel pressure rail sensor connector with ignition on. Find out and measure the value of each terminal. It's shown here how to measure the 5 volts reference. So you have to use the ohmmeter, and I obtained the 5 volts reference on the first terminal. On the second terminal, it doesn't obtain a 5 volt signal with ignition on. It's only 0.2. Now the next is the third terminal is a ground. Output from the ECM, it must obtain at 12 volts above. The connector plug in and it measure at 12 volts. Switch off. Voltage. This is a defective fuel rail pressure sensor. I placed an order, but the parts still not yet came due to unavailability of the parts. I said to the garage, if the parts came, just call me, and I want to know the status of the hard starting. Fortunately, they receive a new spare parts and fix it. And they didn't inform me without my knowing, and they released the vehicle, because when they fix the new spare parts, the pressure sensor, the engine started up quickly and the acceleration is responding without hesitation nor misfiring. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you.